Nartosis is back here at the GSL. How's your head feeling, Nartosis?
Still got a little bit of a headache, but that's fine because I can't feel anything but love when I watch these games.
That's true. You know it's really good for curing a headache.
Huh?
You know what's really good for curing a headache is StarCraft 2.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Wow, top 10 best jokes for me ever.
It's pretty good.
I'm like, well, why isn't my mom's watching today?
Why isn't my headache cured yet then, Tasteless?
Maybe you weren't paying attention. I don't know.
I guess you're right. I probably wasn't paying attention. By the way, guys, I'm going to ruin this for you. See that thing right there? It's tiny.
Oh, yeah, that thing is so small, that little gold thing.
Yeah. You'd put that thing in a snow globe almost, it's so small.
This is the magic of television.
Yeah. All right, here we go, man. It's the winner's match. The winner of this goes right in the round of 16. Will it be Sniper or will it be Bomber? Two amazingly good players. It's Battle of the Glasses.
Battle of the Glasses. Battle of bad eyesight here. All right, let's do this. The map is going to be Cloud Kingdom. And hopefully this series is long. We've had a lot of short games today.
Yeah, that's true.
Like really,
it's going quick so far. Let's slow it down, guys.
Games. Yeah, they need to chill out. All right. Let's get ready. The Terran vs. Zerg, the winner, goes on to the round of 16 and the most competitive GSL Code S to date. In the bottom left, we've got our Terran player destroying Gumiho. He is...
State Bomber.
And in the opposite starting location, in the upper right, we have a GSL Code S champion. He is...
MVP, Sniper.
You know, it's funny because we saw the rise of both of these guys. It was obviously in different periods of time, but I would have assumed Bomber would have won a GSL Code S before Sniper.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, not everything always works out for everybody, Tasteless.
No, life is not fair.
Yeah.
Sometimes life just sucks and then you die.
I guess, yeah, that happens to some people.
Yeah,
not to you and I, but...
No, man.
For us, life's pretty good.
Pretty good. Well, it turns out the world is fair because when you grow up and become an adult, you get your own TV show. You get to talk about your favorite video games. So,
yeah, it's the way it should be.
Yeah.
All right, so...
If there's any kids watching, don't worry. Actually, really, the worst part of it, I think if you're a functional, healthy adult, you probably had a bad time in high school.
Could be.
I think that's correct.
Do I count as a healthy, functional adult?
Oh, I don't even know if I think it would. Well, here's the question, Artos. Did you have a bad time in high school?
Yeah.
You turned out fine!
All right, cool.
Well, it's funny because I mean I make that point and then I'm like,
tasteless theorem.
I'm like, oh god, I haven't done dishes in like a week, man. Like
okay, hold on. Wait a second. Bomber every time except for once was limited in the round of 32 Code S or fell to Code A. Wow. That's pretty crazy, man. He has not
Bomber
done well
was more of a beast in Team League.
Yeah, he was doing very well in that. And he did very well in some foreign tournaments as well. Well, we'll see if he can do a bit better this time. Maybe he can go a little bit further because the kid does have the skills. We saw him play very well against Gumiho. But can he do it against Sniper?
I think Bomber played really well, but I also feel like Gumiho did not play that well.
It wasn't Gumiho's finest moments in that first game. There was a few small mistakes, but you know everything that happened was somewhat understandable as well. So I'm not gonna hold it too far against him. Gumiho, I still feel like can come back and get out of this group. He's allowed to have bad games. I allow it. Okay. Third command center going up immediately here. He does have that single gas, so he's going to be going into a factory pretty quickly. Now, what will Sniper do here? He's not likely to know about that third command center for quite some time, so unless he's already planning a cheese, this has been a good build order choice by Bomber.
Absolutely. All right, Sniper taking a peek here. He will back off now. By the way, Cloud Kingdom has turned out to be a map that has survived the ages.
Yeah, it's
it's actually a really, really good map.
It makes very good games.
And it's not too big.
Yeah, the third base is like close enough that you can definitely get a lot of macro games here, but then the other bases are easy enough to attack that it keeps the action going, kind of. I really like it.
I feel like we've had a series of maps where it's just if you look at the corners of the map, that's where all the expansions are, or the edges, I should say, not the corners.
Yeah, I like how some of these are a bit more in, and
the architecture's a bit more complex.
Maybe that's my Protoss self talking, but I like it.
No, I dig it, man.
All right, so a second factory is actually on the way. So Bomber might be going for double reactor Hellions or 2 factory Blue Flame Hellions.
I'm going to bet on a double reactor Hellions, but we'll see.
Okay.
Double reactor Hellions
it's the third
mass
command,
barracks.
so he definitely could do that with
got
3
minerals, you know.
Yeah. And you could be right there. We'll see in a second.
The build is actually pretty good on this map too.
I know it's double factory Blue Flame rather.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see how this works out for him. Sniper is taking that third base, getting some gases going. Hasn't gotten too much gas yet. He's going to want to get his speed. We'll see if he goes for a Roach Warren at all, because that's going to be something that could help out immensely against all these Blue Flame Hellions. It's going to be hard to hold on otherwise.
Now, I think there's a point in time, and you could say, in StarCraft 2 history, where this was a gotcha build.
Yeah.
You know, now it's just more of a standard metagame build.
Yeah, this is something that MVP has shown us. It has a few different branches, and if you do it just right, it's overall a pretty solid build.
You get an opportunity to cripple them.
Yeah.
As long as you don't lose too many Hellions and not do any damage, you're fine.
Yeah.
And then you can transition into all sorts of different things.
That's very true. You can go into mech from this. You can go into bio from this. There's quite a few options open to you. And he is going to go into bio. Bomber is not a mech player at all. And that's actually, it's funny because he wasn't really, he was a Terran in StarCraft 1, but he wasn't a mech-heavy Terran. Like, some Terrans are like, oh god, you were so good at mech. And then some Terrans did other stuff. Like, some of his greatest achievements in StarCraft 1 were actually in TVP going bio-tank, which is, like, almost unheard of in StarCraft 1.
Oh, no, you really couldn't get away with that.
Yeah.
Do you remember, StarCraft 1, like, this is, like, long ago, but, like, when Brood War came out, people were like, well, now Protoss can't stop bio. How could you possibly stop bio? And it's like, you could use your Dragoons and micro them.
Yeah.
There's like, the people are that bad.
Oh, a lot already going down here. It looks like the Queen is going to stand in the way, so he's actually doing a good job pulling his Hellions back, but they've already killed... Oh, wait, no, they've only killed 3 drones there. It looked like they killed a few more than that.
Well, it's hard to tell because they look like they were stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, this has been a very good hold by Sniper so far. A really good hold, and in fact, he's making some more spines. He's getting that Roach Warren up. His 1-1 is almost done for Lings. This isn't too bad for Sniper, but in the meantime, Bomber did get that 3rd command center, and he's already mining from his 3rd. So even though he hasn't done the damage he set out to do, he's still fine.
All right, well, so far, so good here for Sniper. You usually see a lot more drones killed, but that might be about to happen here.
That's right, and he doesn't want that Queen taking on the splash in the back. A little mistake there by Sniper on his micro. And the other Queen trying to come up. Ooh, a nice pullback. But these Hellions, if any of them live, they can kill drones so quickly.
All right, Queen's coming down here, takes out that one injured Hellion here. Down to 2 Hellions now. Nice drone block. Damn, Sniper.
All right, let's see. 11 drones.
Only 11 drones killed.
Yeah, that was not all that bad. He definitely could have lost more than that. Now, he does have 1-1 done. He's getting Roach speed and Baneling speed and a Hive. This is a very interesting thing that we're seeing here. And he's getting a Spire, and he's upgrading Pathogen Glands. Okay, and +1 range attack. Calm down, Sniper.
Sniper is everywhere.
Oh my god. He's doing everything at once right now. And he's going to take a 4th
base.
Yeah, screw it, man. Do everything.
YOLO.
Well, you know what? The funny thing is, he realizes that this is going into, he's basically knows that he's killed so many Hellions that there can't be many units over for Bomber. So this is actually an opportunity during which Sniper can do everything because there's no possible incoming attack.
There's no way to punish Sniper because Sniper already deflected the attack, essentially.
Yeah, he's killed all the units. That was so mineral heavy that it's not like there's a scary bioforce at home for Bomber. It's not like there's a big mech army ready to move out. It's not like there's anything. So He's doing absolutely everything at once, and it's funny because normally the only time you see that is against mech, but in this certain situation where he opened kind of mechy, it still works.
All right, Bomber continuing to mass up here. Supplies are fairly even, but Zerg is going to shoot ahead in supply very soon here, since he should pretty much be done making drones about 69.
78 SCVs out though. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Now we do have the
that's the 3 command center opening right there.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Get those workers out.
So Ultra's Cavern's on the way as well as 2-2 for melee. And he is making some Banelings and a lot of Lings. So with Baneling speed, he might run in with the Roaches, tank those tank hits, and see what he can do with the Banelings. Like maybe kill off some SCVs. You know, possibly he doesn't have enough to try to kill the command center or anything like that. But hold on a second. Bomber's actually
he's going to make sure it's a really good counterattack here.
Oh, this is actually going to be just right for this counter, because Bomber's getting ready to move out, and he sees that. So, yeah, right now he can actually go, and that third base minimum is going to have to lift.
All right, here he goes now.
Oh, he's got to make those Banelings connect immediately, and there you go. Look at this. He's trapping those SCVs.
Are going to be in some trouble. Boom!
Nice.
So sweet.
So sweet, like the nectar of a flower. Thank you, Tasteless.
I'm a poet, and I wasn't even aware of it.
Well, Bomber is still, even after that, where he killed 22 SCVs, he's still got over 60, so that's kind of wild.
You know, here's the question, and I guess this is Bomber macro here.
Yeah.
Sniper killed a lot of workers, but is he going to be equipped for this army that we're going to shout of right now?
Yeah, right. Well, he's got the +2 melee attack. The +2 carapace is pretty close. The chitinous plating is pretty close. He's making some ultras. Not a huge amount, but some. With 7 infestors with a lot of energy. So if he hits fungals just right on these Marines, doesn't get everything sniped by the Siege Tanks right away, he can do fine.
Here we go, stimming, spreading, and the Banelings connect right.
Oh, wow, that was beautiful on those Baneling connections. He's killed off most of the Siege Tanks and most of the Marines there.
And the infestors are about to be accompanied by 30 more Lings and a few Ultras.
Yeah, some more Banes on the way. Chitinous plating's done. That +2 carapace is going to be done as well. This is good by Sniper. Bomber was way ahead in supply right before then, but, you know, going onto the creep like that can be very dangerous, and Sniper really utilized that.
All right, he's backed up a little bit. Note Bomber is on a 4th base. This is exactly how Bomber looked when he was on top.
Yeah.
A little over a year ago. All right, airing on the side of caution. Will he engage here? And he will. Ultras in the front taking a lot of damage. Yeah. Not a lot of Marines left over here to cover these Siege Tanks, and this is going to get wiped out with ease.
That's right. Bomber overextending a little bit there. Didn't have enough units, and now these Ultras killing off all the Siege Tanks. And Bomber's down to 1 Siege Tank. And with 1 Siege Tank against this 4-base economy, it's going to be very difficult to stop the Banelings.
Oh, yeah. In fact, he could easily mass up a few more Banelings and just hit that the planetary. Wipe that out.
This drop not really doing very much. And in fact, both medevacs do go down. Yeah, that was pretty ineffective overall. Won't even quite get that clean. But you know, Bomber, we'd have to go back and mention, as you said, Tasteless, he does have that 4th base, and that's what's keeping him in the game, because his macro is still on key. He's keeping his minerals low. He's continuing to produce a ton of units. He does have quite a few, but
sorry, please.
Sniper's army's too big, man. It's too
economies
good.
are fairly even too, 65 to 76 with the Zerg at the 76 drones. But keep in mind, Terran has mules, so still a little bit closer than you'd think.
Yeah, but these Ultras are going to do such a good job here, Tasteless. Watch this. Here we go. He is starting to move down, but that is a planetary. He has to be careful about that.
He probably should get more Banelings.
I feel like he should make a few more infestors. He only got 5 right now.
That would help out a lot too. Yeah. Maybe either make more Banelings or make more infestors and then use infested Terrans there at the planetary.
Well, it looks like he's saving his gas to just go into Broodlords.
Yeah.
That Greater Spire, it's almost done. So, obviously, if he switches over to that against someone who's just trying to refill their tanks, that's going to be great, because he's spending all of his gas on his upgrades, his Siege Tanks. He's switching into Marauders because he's seen so many Ultras, and none of that's going to be all that good against Broodlords.
All right, both players are maxing out now. This expansion is, I think, most likely, no, probably not going to be forced to cancel here.
Now, Sniper has to lose some units, as funny as that sounds. And in fact, where is the Greater Spire? Let me find it real quick. Where does he hide that thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Check if he's actually seen that, because he only has one starport right now. Yeah, he hasn't seen the Greater Spire. It's completely hidden. And that's going to be a real issue here for Bomber, because Sniper, he's gonna lose some units somehow, and then make a bunch of corruptors and suddenly surprise Bomber.
All right, nice fungals over here too. Sniper really good at just deflecting everything. All right, here we go. The large attack coming here now. As Sniper storms towards Bomber's army. So many Mealings, so many Ultras. With a small number of Infestors. Fungals being thrown down here. Tanks almost all destroyed. And now he's going to be closer and closer to the Planetary. Is this going to be enough, though, to take on the Planetary over here?
Well, he's actually going back into Ling Ultra. He's not even going to switch tech. He's decided that he has enough of a lead that he can continue on this path.
He played beautifully so far. By the way, the creep spread on the map is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Bomber can't even take that low ground base. And even though Bomber has a nice drop going on in the main base of Sniper here, it seems like Sniper, just his production is too good at this point.
Yeah, Sniper handled this really well.
Yeah, and he's
from the start to the very end.
Now, Sniper's playing like you would expect a GSL champion to play.
Yeah. Well, you know, if Bomber doesn't get a fourth up, very soon, this game's over.
Yeah.
I mean 5 base versus 3? I don't think so.
He's barely mining. His natural's just about empty. His main base is. He's got that third still because he had to lift it for a while, but that's not going to keep him going for too long. Now, it's so funny because Bomber is maxed out while Sniper's not. That's just kind of the way Bomber is. But
yeah.
I mean, this Sniper's kind of everywhere, and here we go. We actually have that attack at the third. In the meantime, huge army of Ultras over here.
Looks like he's just going to go ahead and go for the third now. Nope, backs up.
Well, he's got to be careful here because, you know, when you stand Ultras like this, that gives Terran a chance to come back, but that is a nice fungal growth. There's a lot of Marines and Marauders,
He's hiding the Ultras really well here. There are a lot of Ultras, though.
Yeah, there may be just too many. So Sniper does back up. But, you know, Bomber is still doing all right, and he's got that base down there. 25 Banes on the way. I do wonder if that's to kill the Planetary.
I would bet it's to kill the Planetary. You know, if he kills the Planetary and pushes his creep any further, what are you going to do?
Yeah, you know, Sniper's playing a brilliant game. He's playing so well. But if I could just give the smallest question on the huge round of Ultras after he had the Greater Spire done.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's like, well, I just can't lose from here. But Bomber is so on top of keeping a huge army that he's having a really hard time actually finishing him off. And that could become an issue because they're at a very similar supply. There's no big bank for Sniper. So if Bomber kills like one more big Ultralisk army off, then he might be able to somehow take this game.
Yeah, he absolutely could. But, you know, I don't know if Sniper's going to let that happen. Sniper seems to be pretty smart so far about how he's handled all this. And deflecting that drop. I get what Bomber's trying to do with these drops, but has not yet been effective.
Yeah. Well, Bomber's continuing to push forward over there. He's actually going to float Command Center up to the top left. Very interesting way to expand.
I mean, he's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a chance Zerg might not be there, although Zerg, in fact, is there.
And here we go. We have another huge attack coming in. The Ultras closing on some of these siege tanks very quickly. Banelings hitting siege tanks mostly. They do connect with some of the Marines, but very quickly this army is dissipating.
Yeah, I don't know if you're probably right. I mean, he probably, oh man, he lost an expansion too.
Look at this, everything getting out of control right now.
Oh, Sniper's going to kick himself if he loses this. He probably should have gone Broodlord, you're right. It was going to push that forward so easily.
You know, it's kind of a rare situation when you have all that set up like that and you choose to stay on Ultras. as the
there's
correct
more than enough
choice.
Marauders here to beat down the Ultras easily.
Ultras can be great against Terran for a little bit, but over time, the Terran army becomes too scary.
Dude, all of a sudden, like, Sniper just lost.
Yeah.
It was like over the course of about a minute and a half.
Well, see, he set up perfectly for a tech switch that Bomber had no idea about. GG.
GG.
And the thing is, he didn't utilize that because Bomber had one starport. He was so busy remaking tanks and making Marauders that a quick switch after that one attack, like make Lings and make Corruptors, okay? Sure. You know, he still had Larva left, he still had money left, even after he made a bunch of Lings and Infestors and Ultras. He could have easily made like 7 Broodlords and made this situation where Bomber's unit composition is completely wrong to fight it. So that was, I feel like that was a bit cocky by Sniper, and in fact, we saw that against Huck as well when he went down that ramp. Was that technically the right call? No, I don't think it was.
No. Weird though, because Sniper played perfectly up until he opted out of the tech switch.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny because
you're right.
He was even upgrading air attack. Yeah. He was like completely prepared.
It never got scouted. It was like, it was a perfect scenario for him, but here we are. He kept on Ultras too long, and Bomber's insane macro brought him through. So we're going to go into the next game tastes on Whirlwind. Going to be a harder map for Bomber.
Not a shocker that a Zerg picked Whirlwind here.
No. I'm not shocked.
Sniper probably a little bit frustrated with that last game. He had it won.
Yeah.
Quite confident. All right.
Well, if he doesn't make it into Code S from here, he's going to be really sad.
That's going to haunt him for a while.
Yeah.
All right.
Looks
like the game has loaded up. The world is watching to see who's going to move on to the round of 16. Will it be Bomber or will it be Sniper? Stay tuned and we'll find out soon.